thinking about where to spend your vacation in any part of Africa, I would recommend you go to Kenya. Yes, you can take a trip to Kenya. Kenya is an African country in the eastern part of Africa. Yes, guys, you heard me. If you're looking for a country where to spend your summer holiday, you can as well go to Kenya. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing all about what you need to know if you're thinking of where to spend your vacation. Kenya. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's a girl, Sophia Glow. How is everyone doing today? I hope you're doing wonderfully good. Yes guys, as the title suggests, you guys already know what I want to talk about. Yeah, but before we go further, I would like you guys to subscribe, click on that red sign for you to be part of this amazing family. So, and also click on the bell notification so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Yes guys, you're looking for where to spend your holiday. Like I said, think about Kenya. And when you think about Kenya, you think about the beaches, the safaris, the jeeps, the exciting culture that you would encounter when you go to that city. Yes, I'm telling you all this because I've been there. Kenya has a very lovely culture, lots of things for you to do when you get to that country. But before you make the most out of that country, there are a few things that you would like to know before you start your journey to Kenya, which I'm going to be saying or showing you or telling you how you go about making the most of a trip to Kenya. Yes guys, yes, before we go ahead, I would like for you to click on that red sign that says subscribe. Be a part of this amazing family. Alright, I'm saying it again for the second time. Yes guys, let's get right into this video. The first thing that you would need before making a trip to the eastern region of the nation called Kenya, the first thing you would have to know, the first thing you have to get ready for is for you to get your visa. Yes, visa requirements. You have to find out from your consulate, from the Kenyan consulate in your country, if you would be needing a visa to visit Kenya. Yes, some countries can visit Kenya without a visa. You only get your visa at arrival and at the point of entry, if you know what I mean. That's what I mean. Yes. You have to check to make sure that you don't need a visa to go in, except you need to get it at the point of entry. But if your country is not among those that needs visa, that are exempted from getting the point of entry visa, then you have to apply your time for you to get your visa. So just check to make sure that your visa is valid. So also is your passport valid. That's the first thing you have to do before you consider taking a trip to Kenya. You heard me. The next thing that I think you should know again if you want to visit Kenya is the fact that you have to know what you're packing to Kenya. You have to understand that the weather in Kenya sometimes drops at night. Kenya is a very conservative country. It's moderately conservative, and sometimes their weather do change. So it's appropriate for you to know the kind of stuff you're going to take to Kenya. So make sure you pack windproofs. You have to pack not too cold clothes. Just pack things that will make you feel comfortable and then also get yourself prepared for the weather, so you know the kind of things you have to pack. Some has to be very, very moderately appropriate for the weather, if you know what I mean. Another thing you would like to know about Kenya is the fact that waterproofs was banned in 2017 in Kenya. Yes, reusable plastics are what is recommended for you to take along when you're going on the trip to Kenya. Just know that, I don't know, we call it nylon bags. Plastic bags are not allowed in Kenya. So also single-use plastic bottles, straws are not allowed in Kenya. So remember this when you're going on the safari, when you're going to the safari, when you're going to the zoo, when you're going to the park. Just know that single-use plastics are not allowed. So make sure you go with a reusable plastics, because it is banned in Kenya for you to. I need to check this. Remember, the ban of plastic bag is countrywide. It's not only in Nairobi or in Lamu. No, it's countrywide. So do remember that always. Okay? Remember to go with your reusable bottle. Next, we're going to talk about it's for you to always take an excuse. You just don't go about, especially when you're within in the midst of the locals. You just don't go about taking pictures randomly of the locals, of the vulnerables, of children. No, you have to seek for permission. Just ask them politely if you can take a picture of them. Okay? There's no harm in trying. There's no harm in asking. It's just for you to be respectful of the people that you want to do these things with. Don't be scared. They're going to grant you permission. But it's always necessary for you to take permission before you take photos of anybody. And make sure after you make these photos, you show it to them. Yes, it's respectful. Show whatever you snapped of them to them and let them give you the consent for you to go ahead with the pictures. Okay? Remember that also. Next we're going to talk about is for you to know that when you're going to Kenya, remember to always go with an extra power bank for your phones and also extra camera batteries for your cameras, because when you go to the places like the safaris and national park, you would always need them. You can also go with your torch, because you will need them to see at night. Remember that the light in Kenya, it's not always stable, but it's fairly better than some other African countries. So always remember to go with your power bank and your extra batteries for your cameras. Yeah. Another thing you would like to know about Kenya, if you're planning on visiting Kenya, is for you to know that you can always bargain at the market. Sounds nice, right? You can always bargain at the market with the locals. Okay? Bring out your bargain power. Bargain things that you think the prices are high, but don't go too low. It's all fun in the market when you bargain with these locals. Do you understand? They find it all fun. And you'll be surprised on how happy they would be. They might even end up giving you a very, very, very good price. So always remember to bargain when you go to the local market. Yeah, because I did that. Trying to make food for myself. I'll be telling you guys another thing. It's for you to know that go with your malaria tablets. There are some zones, and there are some it's very, 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 very important for you to go with your malaria drugs, tablets, whichever one you want to call it. go with your malaria drugs, because some people are allergic to mosquito bites, which you're going to get some at when you're in Kenya. So make sure you go with some malaria drug, just in case you get bitten by the mosquitoes. You can have something to take quickly. Okay, that's another one. Something you have to know again is for you not to be scared of the headlines, you know, concerning anything. Do you understand? Is Kenya really relatively safe? To an extent, it's safe, but there have been some few accidents, especially in the national park and the games reserve. But you have to know the limits to where you can go in those parks. Okay? Don't go beyond limits. Stay where they can see you, and don't go to the Somali-Kenya border. It could be risky. Yes, you heard me. Stay within limits. And yeah, I have my eggs. Yeah, so another thing you would like to know again when in Kenya is for you to always, I beg you, always remember to have a copy of your passport photograph, of your passports, and your phone number, your embassy contact details on your phone or in your email, especially your passport. Make sure you snap your passport and put it in your email, just in case your passport gets missing. And always remember to walk around with a valid ID card. You can also go with your driver's license, okay? Make sure it's handy, and you have photocopies of everything in your emails. It's very, very important. Yeah. Another thing I'm going to tell you guys is for you to know that tips, you have to give tips. In the restaurants, when you take the taxis, yeah, like in the case of the taxis, you can just round up the figures, you know, for them. You can round up the figures for them. And in the case of the restaurant, you should be able to give them tips. It's not compulsory, listen, it's not compulsory, but it's normal. It's polite, it's courtesy for you to give tips. So please don't forget to give tips when you are in the restaurant. Give them tips. You give the people that will help you with your luggage to your room, you give them tips. It's just normal. It's not too much. $1, $2, and all that. Anything you can give, just give tips to the people. They will really appreciate it. Okay? And yeah, guys, the last and the list that we're going to talk about, I just don't want this video to be too long. The list we're going to talk about is for you to know that the water in Kenya is drinkable. You can boil them, allow it to get cold, and then you drink. Because even when you go to a restaurant, sometimes you get filtered water. Yeah, you get filtered water for you to drink. So the water, there's no problem with it. You can drink water in Kenya. And one last thing before I let you guys go is for you to know that being naked is not really appreciative of the Kenyan people, especially when in the midst of the Muslim the Muslim areas, like in Lamu. You have to dress appropriately. Yes, doesn't mean you have to cover your head from head to your toe, but just dress appropriately. You can wear loose clothes like what I'm putting on right now. It's loose. You want to see it? Yeah, things like this. Loose clothes would be highly recommended for your trip. Okay, guys, so we're going to stop here right now, and I'll be coming with more tips for you guys, okay, for things that you need to know about going on a trip to Kenya. Yeah. So right now we've come to the end of this video, and I really hope you enjoyed these few tips that I shared with you. And please don't forget to leave your comment down if you really enjoyed this video, and I'll definitely gonna see you all on the next one. For now, let's have a lovely day, and yeah, it's time for me to go and eat. My food is burning. Shh. Bye, see you all. Bye.